Very sad news this week, folks, as Gregg Phillips, who of course was in charge of FEMA's Office of Response and Recovery, has been forced out of the agency. Now, maybe that name doesn't mean anything to you, but let me remind you of who Gregg Phillips is. Gregg Phillips is the guy who just a few months ago, video emerged where he was talking about the fact that on multiple different occasions, while drinking, of course, he has teleported to a Waffle House about 50 miles down the road. He's hanging out with his friends. This is the actual story. He's hanging out with his friends, they're drinking, and next thing you know, he wakes up at Waffle House and is like, oh my God, I teleported. That was so crazy. Yeah. And that didn't just happen once. Apparently it's happened to him a few times, just like every single drunk person that attends college in the United States. I'm pretty sure we all at one point woke up at a Waffle House. I know I did, but I never once was drunk enough to think that I teleported there. Story gets even crazier because Gregg Phillips has defended his, teleportation stories by claiming that it's biblical, right? He later defended his teleportation remarks publicly, saying they reflected genuine spiritual experiences and cited biblical examples of supernatural transportation. So it's not just that he was drunk and teleported to a Waffle House. It's that God did that for him, right? Because that's what God's up there doing. He's looking around being like, yeah, this guy's wasted. He definitely wants to go to Waffle House, but he can't drive. I've got it. Boop. Now you're at Waffle House. Ha, I work in mysterious ways, right? That's what God's doing, Greg. Now, the office that he runs at FEMA is in charge of disaster response. So him being ousted does create a hole, right? We kind of need, especially now that we're in hurricane season, those of us down here on the Gulf Coast know how dangerous that can be when FEMA doesn't have proper leadership. But now he is gone. I don't know that him being there would have been any better for those of us along the Gulf Coast or anywhere in the country in disaster zones, but he is gone, and now we're going to have to wait and see who these morons in the administration pick to replace him, because it's not going to be somebody better. I mean, we're going to look back a year from now and be like, man, the teleportation guy really was better than this, numbskull we've got in there now. So as per usual, things will just continue to get worse, and we will somehow be replacing the teleporting FEMA official with something likely far more embarrassing. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.